All right, so we have quite a nice audience here. So, welcome you guys. It is really nice to have you here. Firstly, maybe a couple of words about us. So, we are a Polish community. We are a group of experienced investors that try to help each other by sharing knowledge and also by interviewing projects like you to have more insight on the market. So yeah, I am like a leader here, Polish YouTuber, and I'm trying to lead those guys and bring them really nice projects and ideas how to develop our investments. So yeah, welcome guys.
Thanks for inviting us, Kido.
So maybe at the beginning, just tell a few words about yourself and your background in this industry, please.
Sure. So I have been in the blockchain industry for more than half a decade now, and I have helped more than, I would say, 15 projects with their product development on blockchain. And I have worked with projects like EasyFi, which was the first lending protocol on Polygon.
All right, that's nice. That's nice. 5 years and many projects. That's really promising. The other guys, you wanna speak too, or just listen and you wanna join in the right moment for you?
Yeah, I think joining at the right moment would be great, but I'll just give you a small intro about myself as well. Hi, guys, I'm Sayuj Kumar. I'm the head of operations at Plena, and I've been in the Web3 industry for the past 3 years and have been part of a lot of major projects and have scaled many community and have done a lot of marketing for previous projects and scaled communities from 0 to 100. So thanks for having me here.
Yeah, hi Kudo, and hi all the guys that are available here. So I think the spotlight would be for Spurs to like introduce the project, and think at the last we can have all the introductions. By the way, I'm Tushant, CEO of Plena Finance. Me and Sayuj, we coordinate regarding the marketing and all the operations that are happening around. So that's a brief about it, and I think we can start about Plena as of now.
Great. Thank you guys. Thank you very much. So yeah, let's just start with the basic stuff. Tell us, guys, what is your project all about and what is your goal with it?
Okay, so guys, if I talk about Plena Finance, so Plena Finance, I would say, is the most advanced crypto application out there, which provides its users with a centralized application like user experience while still giving them the full custody of their funds. So, unlike other applications, our users don't have to learn what native tokens are or what gas price is, and they don't have to do 6 to 7 transactions while interacting with other dApps. And the thing is, they can do everything with just a single tap and pay the transaction fee with any token they have. This gives them a user experience like they're interacting with a centralized application like Binance, but they still have full custody of their funds. And I'd like to share some updates about our application as well. So we now have more than 120,000 users on our application, and our application is one of the top 10 applications on Polygon, and it's the number one wallet on dApp, and we have done 2 million, more than 2 million transactions worth more than $65 million.
All right, gotcha. So yeah, you are quite popular. That's a good start for you guys at the beginning of this journey. So now let me just ask some random question about your project, and we want to get more insight about it. So we know that now it's time that there is like a big disbelief for the taxes and people trying to, especially these new guys in the industry, the new investors trying to get something really simple to use, because sometimes the MetaMask or these connections, it's very difficult for them and it's really hard. This is great barrier to join cryptocurrency. So I think that's good time for you to start with the app and be something like not only for the beginners, but also for more advanced users. And you've got 4 chains now. It's there: Polygon, Phantom, BNB, and Avalanche. So the question is, when there's gonna be Ethereum, the king of them all?
Okay. So yeah, I completely agree on that one. So we actually got a lot of users in the last few months. Like depending on what happened in the market for the past few months with FTX and other centralized exchanges. And about Ethereum, the thing is, we would be launching. We already have deployed our contracts on Ethereum, so we can launch there anytime. But for us, it's a bit expensive for our users. So we built this application for retail users who can do or perform any action on blockchain with a few cents. And I don't think a lot of users want to pay $20 transaction fee for transferring $100 or $50 of their tokens. So like once the transaction fee drops on Ethereum, we can just add support for Ethereum the same day.
Okay. Yeah, that's true that transactions are super high sometimes, but this is the most secure chain, and sometimes if people wanna use your app for just like store of value and keep their Ether there, so that could be really good advantage for you if you have it, even if there are really expensive transactions. So just my opinion on this subject. And we know that when you're using app, it's sometimes difficult, and if you wanna do some DJing stuff, do you have in plan a desktop version of your app, or something like extension for Chrome?
Yes. So I tell you about one of our features that we are launching. So we're launching Plena Connect, which is similar to Wallet Connect, but it actually gives our users a similar user experience to our application, right? So what our users would be able to do is they would be able to just scan a code and connect to a desktop application, and that way they can just perform 6 to 7 transactions with just a single tap and pay the transaction fee in, let's say, that dApps token on the blockchain that they're live on.
All right. That's nice. And do you plan also to implement some other chains? Just because I asked about Ethereum, but there is also many more new chains, like for example Arbitrum. If it needs to be done after you implement Ethereum, or how does it work?
So yeah, we will be integrating Arbitrum this quarter, and also Shardium and Tron as well.
All right, that's nice, because Arbitrum is now really hot topic, and a lot of DeFi stuff is going on there. So yeah, I think that's gonna be a good direction for you. And when you're up, when I see your website, when I see your app, you wanna put a lot of effort to bring also people to DeFi, and I see that there is like liquidity pools that you can add. You can do some lending, and on different chains you can use different apps. Like for example, on BNB there is like Cream, on Avax there is Aave. What step do you take, and how you choose proper app that are secure and good for users?
Yeah, so we have added a lot of DeFi protocols into our application, so that our users can actually buy any token they like, right? And from the dexes, and also if they want to provide liquidity, they could just do that with a single tap now, for which earlier they used to do 6 to 7 transactions, right? And about the security, we actually have added only the most secured one. So if you see the lending protocol, right, you'll see we have used Aave on most of the chains, because it is one of the biggest lending protocol out there with the most liquidity, and I would say the most safest one as well.
All right, thanks. And what bridge do you use when I can bridge from the app some tokens to other chain?
So yeah, for now we're using multi-chain and by economies IPN as well. But we would be integrating other bridges as well at a later stage, so that our users can use those bridges to like move their funds to.
Okay, okay, that's all right. And you've got quite nice feature, like there is Plena names, something like that. And can you tell me something more about it and why you think that that was the right choice to integrate something like that?
Yeah, so about PNS or Plena username, the thing is we just wanted to make it easier for our users to transfer funds because it's really hard to remember that whole address, right? That whole string. And we just didn't want to like create NFTs like I would say ENS. The reason for that is we want the same username on different blockchains, and like at a later stage, as I told you, we would be integrating Tron as well. So it would be hard for even users and us to actually maintain the same username on different blockchains. And we wanted to provide this functionality for free instead of charging our users with mm, money for this one, for the simple feature.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be really, really useful because sometimes remember all these addresses and then you can just give someone a simple name and the barriers are gone and it's really simple to send some tokens. All right, so to the next topic. I want to ask you about your financial stuff in the company and how you're gonna operate. So at the beginning, how big is your team?
So for now, we have close to 20 members in our team, and we have people from I would say all over the world working in Plena. We have people from US, Middle East, and South Korea, India, and UAE as well.
All right, and about your revenue. So there's gonna be what is gonna be your revenue there? How you gonna earn money on this project and have just some revenue to cover your salaries?
Yeah, so we would be charging our users or generating a revenue from swaps, or like we would be launching our NFT marketplace soon. So we would be charging users or 2.5% on every NFT sold. Then we're launching our launchpad as well in future in the next quarter in April. And like from the funds raised on our launchpad, we would be charging the project 2% of the total funds raised.
Okay. Is there gonna be some kind of treasury or fund that those money from the fees are gonna go, and then from this treasury you will pay a salary for the team, or there is like strictly you're gonna cover all the expenses from the token that is delegated to the team?
So yeah, we would be using some part of the revenue for taking care of the expenses, and the rest would go to buying back the token from the market and providing rewards to the stakers of our token.
Gotcha. That's good because sometimes when we see projects that they're just using tokens and they need to sell it for the salaries for the all the runway all the companies, yeah, that's not that great, and we kind of don't like it. But it's good that you got some other options to do. So yeah, that's all right. And what about your financing? So do you have like big investors? How do you cover now all the stuff that are going on in the company?
Yeah, so we closed our seed round in I think it was April, and we have investors like Big Brain Holdings, Arc 36, DEC Ventures, and more. And we closed close to $1 million in our seed round, and actually we're raising funds again in our private round now.
All right. So if you got now private round, there is like a possibility if, for example, community wants to invest in you in the private, is it possible to get some allocations and deal with you, or this is just closed for some bigger guys?
We would be doing the private sale on a launch pad as well. And I would say you guys can actually follow us, join our Telegram and Discord, and we'll share the update with you. When that is live, you guys can just go there and invest in a private round as well.
Okay, okay. So when token then? When are you gonna launch and do TG?
So our token would be launched in last week of March, and we're already in talks with some of the biggest exchanges like KuCoin, Huobi, Mexi, and Gate. So we would be listing on, I guess, at least two of them.
All right, so you have some success on the way. That's good. That's good. And who is your biggest competitors?
So if I talk about competitors, right? So I would say there are no direct competitors, but there are a couple of other smart contract wallet solutions available in the market, like Argent, Frontier. But the thing is, no one is able to provide. No one is actually providing a similar user experience to us. The users still have to buy blockchain's native token to pay the transaction fee. They still have to select what gas price is or what like I would say they still have to do multiple transactions. And this is, I would say, the biggest barrier. And that this is the reason why a lot of users don't use self-custodial wallets, right? Because if I talk about Uber or Amazon or any Web2 application, they didn't have to teach the users how APIs work or the databases work. But in the blockchain technology, the users are actually, they have to learn how the blockchain technology works in order to use any blockchain application. And no other application has solved it for now, except for Plena.
Okay, so this landscape is not so crowded for you, so you can really be the first this kind of app and have a lot of users. I hope when when the better times will come to our industry, for sure. I saw in your white paper, or that was pitch deck, something like that, that you will have something like a paid communities. And can you explain more about what is that and how does it gonna work?
Yeah. So actually, one of our co-founders is, I would say, he owns a hedge fund of over $500 million, and he has a connection with a lot of traders. Right, he's connected to a lot of traders who are actually trading with very high volumes. And what we're doing is we are actually creating. We have launched Chat and Pay for now, right, where you can chat with your friends and transfer money using the chat screen. You can transfer them crypto with in any of the chains that we support with just a tap. And at a later stage, we would be launching paid communities where traders would come and create their communities. And if you want to join their community, you just have to pay the fee. Let's say if it's $10, 10 USDT for the whole year, right? You just have to pay it there. And then you can just see all the signals that they're posting, and you can just simply buy the tokens from there. And also they would be creating their portfolios where the community can invest, and if they trust that trader, and that trader would be handling the portfolio for all the community, right?
Okay, that's quite interesting. And another nice feature that I saw you will implement, or maybe it's on the way right now, there's gonna be debit card. So will it be possible to spend crypto that we have on a Plena wallet strictly directly in a shop or online?
Yes, exactly. Yeah, yeah, you would be able to do that really soon. We are actually testing those cards in a couple of countries like India, UAE, US, and I would say South Korea as well. So far, like we didn't have any problem with that, and we would be able to launch that much sooner. I would say most probably in April. So our users would be able to just spend their any crypto they have in US dollars or any other currency that they like.
Is it gonna be for free or we'll have to pay for this card?
So for the card, we are thinking that we would give you some refund. So let's say if the card costs $5, you would get a refund of $5 or $5 worth of Plena tokens if when you buy that.
Okay, that's quite nice, quite good. Do you plan maybe to do some possible airdrop for the community that were first that help you develop the app and were using it?
Yes. So one of the airdrop is already live of $200,000. The community users can actually join or download our application and start using our chat and pay feature. And on every transfer, they would get some points, which can then be converted to Plena tokens at TG. Also, we would be launching a refer and earn program really soon. So the users can actually refer their friends and earn points or Plena tokens for that as well.
All right, so yeah, audience could hear that. So let's go. If you are interested, download the app, start using it, send some crypto between you guys, and there can be nice reward for that. So let's maybe come back to the tokenomic stuff and to your token. What's the utility of your token, and is it gonna be worth to hold it in a long time? Because we know that in those type of project, this token is inflationary. Sometimes big time, sometimes a little bit less. So how you gonna how are you gonna do it to keep it in a good value?
Yeah. So about the token utility, like we would be giving our users discount on if the users are holding Plena or either trading in Plena, right? They would get some discount on swap. They won't have to pay fees on swaps or NFT sold. If you're, let's say, buying or selling NFTs in Plena, you would be paying 0% fee on that. And like on the launch pad as well that we are launching, you would have to pay 0% fee. And for joining the community as well. So if you're a trader and you created a community and you're charging your users in Plena token to join that community, so you won't be paying any fee for that as well to Plena. And at a later stage, we would be doing, once we do TG, like there would be staking rewards as well when users take Plena. And the fee, apart from this, let's say if, from the revenue that we generate, right, we would be using a portion of that to buy back the tokens from the market so that we could actually keep the token price stable or pump it.
All right, all right. So, what do you think was the biggest challenge in creating this app? What was the idea to do nice UI for the users? What was the hardest?
So I would say hardest part was to get the users in this bear market. It was really hard because there weren't a lot of users using any, I would say, crypto applications after the crypto crash, because a lot of users lost a lot of funds. And also during these events, uh, like FTX and Celsius, a lot of users lost trust in crypto. But like just a month or month and a half ago, we saw a huge surge in the number of users who were downloading self-custodial wallets. And yeah, that's when we got a lot of users. So I would say like keep on building during this bear market was the hardest part in acquiring those users who trust our application now.
Yeah, for sure. There is like really just the people that are really interested in this market. They are here and stayed with us. So, but I think now when we have a little bit better price on BTC and forecast is a little bit better, so you should do well. coming back to the tokenomics, there is also treasury and eco fund. How are you gonna spend this money from this part of the tokenomics?
So the treasury would be used if, let's say, we want to give some extra rewards to the community, and the ecosystem funds would be used for, I would say, partnerships with other projects, and doing some collaborative event or campaign where communities of both the projects can benefit from.
What is your marketing strategy for the next for months, weeks, maybe years? How do you want to bring those users to your app?
So we're actually doing a ton of things at the moment, right? We would be doing a referendum program as well, and then we are doing an ambassador program where we're talking to a couple of influencers who would be helping us to get more users on our application. And yeah, I don't want to share a lot of things about the marketing activities that we would be doing, but in the next few months, you would be seeing really good growth in the number of users that we have now.
Okay, so you have the plans, and that's the most important thing. I hope it's gonna work, and you will bring some more people. So, what's the next step on your roadmap? What the things that you are most focused on?
So for now, we are just focused on launching the new feature that our NFT marketplace. And as I told you about Plena Connect, so we're already in talks with more than 300 plus projects, and we're just working with them so that they can add support for our Plena wallet into their application, and their community can also experience a similar user experience like us, and that way they could get a much better retention rate and mm, like a much easier user experience for the users.
I can see that utility of the token is also governance. We see on the market in the projects that there is this is like the this word that is used a lot because everyone wants to be like more democratic in the projects and bring users that and give them opportunity to vote on something, to maybe bring some nice idea to the project. So how does it gonna work in Plena Finance?
So how governance would work is the users who are holding our token would actually be able to vote on the next features that we want to build or integrate in our application. We would just propose a couple of features that we want to integrate, and they can just select which one they want us to integrate first.
Can you say a little bit more about free swaps? Because there is a sentence that when you hold Plena tokens, you can just swap for free. So how does it gonna work from the technological side? So you are gonna like exchange those tokens for the real like gas tokens, AVAX or something like that. How does it gonna work?
So the thing is, currently we're not charging any fee on our application on swaps, right? But at a later stage, after DG, we would start charging our users a small fee on every swap they do, and whoever is holding our token, right? So let's say if someone holds $100 worth of Plena into their wallet, or they have staked $100 worth of Plena, they won't be paying any fee on that, on swaps or on NFT sold or any other feature they want to interact with.
Okay, so this is quite good because sometimes you wanna do swaps somewhere and you don't have those gas tokens, and that it's pain in the ass that you need to borrow from someone and just find it somewhere else on the text and then send it. So that's really nice stuff. All right, so going to another question. How big is your community on the social media? Do you have like really big engagement?
So I would say across all the social media platforms, we have more than, I would say, 200,000 members in our community, and most of them are on Telegram and Discord and Twitter.
All right, gotcha. We going really fast, and there was like a lot of questions I'd ask you guys, but there is sometimes team wants to share something with community. So do you have some other things that you wanna share, you working on, and you wanna talk about, and maybe you have some alpha that you wanna share with us?
Yeah, so I would just like to inform the community that we have a $200,000 airdrop going on in our application, and we keep on doing giveaways as well of $25,000 every month, depending on the feature that we want to promote. And the community can download our application and get the latest updates there. And also, if you guys want to invest in the private round, you can join our Discord and Telegram.
All right. That's it. That's good. That's helpful. What is your opinion of the market now? Do you also invest actively on the market, or just staying back doing your thing with the project?
So I used to trade as well. I was a day trader before, and I just want to see Bitcoin retest the support, and if it's good, I think we might see a short uptrend, and Bitcoin might pump to 45K. So I think that's a good sign.
Okay, so you are quite optimistic now, and I want to ask you more about NFT marketplace. So is it gonna be like full your infrastructure, and how you gonna compete with those big names like OpenSea?
Yeah. So about the NFT marketplace, the thing is, we just wanted to provide our users a easier way to buy NFTs, right? Because how most of the products sell their NFTs is, let's say, if you have your own NFTs and you want to sell it, you have your own token and you want to sell your NFTs, right? You would be selling that in Qdo token, for example. And if I want to buy that NFT and I don't have Qdo token, I would have to go to a DEX, buy a Qdo token, and then go to the NFT marketplace to buy that NFT, right? But with our application on Plena Finance, it doesn't matter if I have Qdo token or not. If I have USDT or Bitcoin, I can just simply buy that NFT with a tap of a button. And what we will be doing in the backend, what our smart contracts will be doing in the backend is they will be swapping Qdo to, Bitcoin or USDT to Qdo and buy that NFT for me in just a single transaction, saving me up to 30% on the transaction as well.
Okay, gotcha. I've got an idea about your swap feature there. So do you have plans maybe for some more advanced stuff? Because now you can just do the swap basic stuff, but we see that people sometimes require a little bit more advanced features, like maybe implement something like 1inch has that you can place limit order. Is it on your radar somewhere, or this is like not? It won't be useful, so you're not focused on that?
Yeah, so we would be allowing our users to place limit orders as well, and at a later stage, they would be able to do futures trading as well. We're just finalizing a few things on that, so we would be partnering with other products so that we could provide our users uh, a place where they could do futures trading as well.
There is like a question from the chat, and I don't know if I got it correctly, but the question is, when you do that kind of swap, can you tell exactly your cost? I don't know what was that about. Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So the cost of the swap actually depends on the blockchain that you're using, because you just pay the transaction fee for now on our application. But I'd like to tell something about our swaps as well. So On our application, you get the best exchange rate for the token that you mine. And even if you can't find the token there, we have more than 300 tokens listed there. But if you can't find the token there, you can just paste the address of that token on in the search bar, and you would still be able to buy that token and get the best exchange rate for that. And on top of that, our swaps are, I would say, the safest swaps, because we only allow the contracts to spend the specific amount that you want to swap, unlike other, I would say, DeFi protocols or DEXs. So what happens when you're using Uniswap or OneInch or any other DEX? They would actually take allowance from approval from you to spend all of the USDT that you have or that you will have in future. Let's say the max amount of number, let's say 100, $200 billion. And even if you swap off do a swap of $100, right? And at a later stage, that contracts get hacked, they can still deduct funds from your MetaMask wallet or any other wallet, right? But with our application, with our swap, you just give approval of the exact amount that you want to swap. So it's much safer than other, I would say, DEXs out there.
All right, that's quite interesting because yeah, there is a big problem with that, and people just give allowance to everything, and then they are wrecked, totally wrecked when connect to to the bad side. All right, so I think like we cover a lot of stuff, and it went quite fast. So that is mostly everything from me, and we cover also a question from the chat that also we have from our earlier conversation about your project. So that would be everything from me. Do you want to add something maybe to that?
No, I think that's it. Let's see if the community wants to ask something.
So yeah, now it's good time to ask some questions if you want to join us, and if not, there's gonna be also maybe for later. Our chat will be open, and maybe the next day you can just take a look, or I will give you a message that there is some question to you guys. So that would be perfect. And now, just thank you very much that you had some times to come here to talk to us about your project. We are very excited about this app because we think that you can do a good job with that, and by bringing some more useful features to the apps like this wallet, and to bring some less barriers to this industry. So good luck with everything, and we hope you're gonna will succeed in that.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for inviting us and helping us explain to your community what Plena Finance is all about.
All right, so have a nice rest of the day, and see you.